Hi, I'm Daniel 31, loyal brother, family mediator, and apparently disposable. You ever get one of those texts that change the way you see everyone you grew up with? Mine came on a random Tuesday afternoon. I was scrolling through my emails, half distracted, when a notification popped up from my sister, Emily. Hey, just wanted to let you know the guest list is finalized and we had to make some tough cuts. Hope you understand. Love you, tough cuts. I read that line 5 times, waiting for it to make sense. I wasn't a coworker. I wasn't a high school friend she hadn't spoken to in years. I was her brother. The same brother who helped her move apartments twice. The same brother who bailed her out when she lost her job and couldn't pay rent. The same brother who sat on her couch at 2 a.m. while she ugly cried through a breakup and swore she'd never love again. By the time the wedding weekend rolled around, I was 30,000 feet in the air, sipping champagne in first class, legs stretched out, not a care in the world. I snapped a photo, glass raised, blue sky outside the window, and posted it with the caption, "Guess I got cut from the guest list, but I think I'll survive. Petty. Maybe. Satisfying? Absolutely." Within minutes, the comments rolled in. My cousin Jake, Brew, savage. Aunt Lisa, good for you. Should have taken me with you. Some old college buddy, damn, living my dream right now. And then came the triple text from my mom. Mom, where are you? Mom, you're seriously missing your sister's wedding over this? Mom, you're being petty. I smiled, leaned back, and replied with a single photo of the beach, white sand, turquoise waves, perfect sun, and one line, too busy enjoying my overreaction. Then I turned my phone off. The resort was a fantasy. The kind of place that made you forget real life even existed. The lobby had palm trees growing inside. The air smelled like ocean and money. They greeted me with a cocktail before I even checked in, which should honestly be a universal policy. My room, floor-to-ceiling windows. A balcony overlooking the sea. The bed looked like it had been stolen from heaven itself. I threw my bag down, stepped out onto the balcony, and just breathed. The horizon stretched endlessly, waves glittering like liquid glass. And for the first time in years, I wasn't the backup plan, the fixer, the one everyone turned to when things went wrong. Here, I was nobody's afterthought. The next morning, I woke up to room service, pancakes, tropical fruit, and coffee so good it made me want to cry. I spent the entire day doing absolutely nothing productive, lounging by the infinity pool, swimming when I got too hot, ordering cocktails just because I could. Every few hours, I'd check my phone, not for my family, but for the flood of comments on my vacation posts. People were living for it. Then I saw it. Emily saw your story. I grinned. Perfect. I pictured her in her bridal suite, scrolling through Instagram, probably clutching her phone while everyone told her how beautiful she looked. Maybe for once, she'd realize what being left out felt like. I leaned back on the lounge chair, sunglasses on, drink in hand, the waves whispering in the distance, and whispered to myself, "Enjoy your big day, sis. Hope it's everything you wanted." I had no idea how wrong or how right that sentence was about to be. And now, I was a tough cut. I called Mom immediately, because surely there had to be a mistake. She answered in that overly chipper tone she used whenever she was about to gaslight someone. "Hey sweetheart, what's up?" "I just got a message from Emily," I said flatly. "She says the guest list's finalized, and I'm not on it." There was a pause, not long, but long enough to confirm what I already knew. "Oh honey," she sighed, "it's just a wedding. Don't make a big deal out of this, just a wedding." "Mom, I'm her brother. How am I not invited to my own sister's wedding?" "She had to keep it small, Daniel. It's not personal." I bit back a laugh. "She invited 150 people. Mom, I just saw her Instagram post." Another silence. Then a nervous chuckle. "Well, weddings are expensive. Maybe she assumed you wouldn't mind skipping this one." "Wouldn't mind." I sat there, staring at the wall, feeling something hot and hollow coil in my chest. I'd been overlooked before. Sure, birthdays forgotten, calls ignored, but this was different. This was deliberate. "Don't be dramatic," she added, her voice sharp now. "You're overreacting. Overreacting, right." I hung up. No goodbye, no love you too, just click. If they didn't want me there, fine. They wouldn't have to worrying about me showing up at all. But I wasn't going to sulk at home while they clinked champagne glasses and pretended we were still a family. No, I was going to have my own celebration one where I was actually invited. I opened my laptop, booked a flight to the Caribbean, and reserved a suite with an ocean view. It was expensive. It was impulsive. It was glorious. And as I clicked confirm purchase, I realized something I hadn't felt in years: freedom. It started around sunset, that golden hour when the ocean turns into a sheet of molten light. I was lounging under a cabana, halfway through a mojito, when my phone began to vibrate like a dying cicada. At first, I ignored it. Probably more comments on my post. But then I noticed the names lighting up the screen: Mom, Emily, Jake, Uncle Rob, even Grandma. Call after call. Text after text. Dozens of them. I frowned, opened the first one. Mom, call me right now. It's an emergency. Emergency. At the wedding? I rolled my eyes, muttering, what? Did someone run out of shrimp? Then came another message from Jake. Jake, bro, you are not gonna believe what just happened. Now I was curious. I sat up, opened the flood of texts, and started reading. And then I almost spit out my drink. The groom walked out. Actually left. Apparently, right in the middle of the reception, he and Emily got into some massive fight. Words were exchanged. Guests whispered. Then he just walked out the door. Gone. No first dance. No cake cutting. Just chaos. I burst out laughing, loud enough that the waiter by the pool looked over. I texted Jake back, me. What do you mean he left? Jake, dude, he stormed out. Emily's losing it. Dad and Uncle Rob started screaming at each other about who embarrassed the family more. Grandma cried. The venue shut the bar early. Total disaster. I leaned back in my chair, laughter bubbling out uncontrollably. I couldn't have scripted a better karmic twist if I tried. So let me get this straight: they didn't want me there because I'd caused drama. And now the whole event looked like a reality show meltdown. Then my screen lit up again. Emily, answer your phone, please. I need you. I stared at it. For a long moment, I almost felt something, that old instinct to jump in, fix things, play hero. Then I remembered her text from last week. Tough cuts. I smirked and typed one final message. Me, sorry. I'm a little busy enjoying my overreaction. Hope the wedding was fun. Then I hit send. And blocked her number. Blocked Mom. Blocked Jake. Blocked everyone. Then I raised my glass toward the horizon and whispered, to poetic justice, while my family was knee-deep in chaos, I was in paradise, sun on my skin, salt in the air, and not a single ounce of regret. The next morning, I woke up to the sound of waves and the faint buzz of my phone. Not calls, this time. Just notifications stacked like a skyscraper. Curiosity one. I unlocked the screen. My socials were exploding. Apparently, one of the guests had filmed the entire meltdown: Emily screaming, the groom shouting, chairs tipping, champagne flying, and posted it online. Within hours, it had gone viral. Britazilla loses it at her own wedding. Groom walks out after family drama. #runaway reception was trending. And the comments, brutal. Imagine spending $50,000 for this mess. That brother who didn't come probably dodged a bullet. This is why you don't ban family from weddings. That last one made me laugh so hard I dropped my phone in the sand. By noon, my silence had turned into a narrative of its own. People were piecing it together: the uninvited brother, the mysterious falling out, the poetic timing of it all. Someone even found my old photo with Emily and wrote, "Bro knew the vibes were off months ago." The internet was doing the storytelling for me. And yet, somewhere between the schadenfreude and the mojitos, something weird started to settle in. Guilt, or something close to it. I mean, yeah, Emily had been cold, manipulative, fake at times. But she was still my sister. I stared at that viral video, again her mascara streaked, voice breaking, as she tried to explain herself to a crowd that had already judged her. It hit different in silence. That's when I realized she wasn't just humiliated. She was alone. And as satisfying as it was to see karma do its thing, there's something unsettling about realizing you got exactly what you wanted. Because when the drama fades, you're still the one sitting on the beach, watching it all burn from a distance. That evening, I opened my DMs and froze. A new message request from an account with no profile picture. Just one line: "You think you're off the hook. You started this." At first, I laughed. I figured it was some random internet troll who thought they'd cracked a big conspiracy. But the more I stared at that message, the more my stomach twisted. "You started this." It wasn't the kind of phrase a stranger would use. It felt personal. I clicked on the profile blank. No name, no posts. But the account was brand new, made the same day. Creepy. So I screenshotted it, shrugged it off, and went down to the beach bar for another drink. Except, when I got there, the bartender said, "Hey, man, weird your friend already grabbed your tab." My what? I blinked. "I came alone." He pointed toward the deck. "Guy said he knew you. Just left. Wore sunglasses, hat, couldn't see his face." I felt the hairs on my arms rise. Maybe coincidence. Maybe not. I walked back to my lounge chair, every sound suddenly sharper: the waves, the gulls, the muffled music from the bar. My phone buzzed again. Another message. Same blank account. "Check your story." Heart thudding. I opened Instagram. My most recent post, the sunset shot with the caption "overreacting beautifully," now had a new comment. At @unknown_, "You didn't block everyone, that was it." Just that. Now I was spooked. I opened my blocked list. Sure enough, every family member was there. Except Jake. Somehow, he wasn't. I must have missed him. I unblocked him, called right away. He answered on the first ring, voice shaking. "Bro, you shouldn't have posted that photo." "Why?" "Because everyone thinks you sent that video to the blogs. They're saying you leaked it for revenge. Emily's having a breakdown. Mom's threatening to call you." And he hesitated. "And what?" I pressed. "And the Groom's family hired a pie. They think you sabotaged the whole thing." My mouth went dry. "That's insane." "I was thousands of miles away." "I know," Jake said quietly. "But someone's pretending to be you." That night, I barely slept. Every sound outside my hotel window felt like footsteps. Every vibration from my phone made my heart lurch. By morning, the sun was up, but the light didn't make anything feel better. My inbox was a war zone. News outlets, random strangers, distant relatives, everyone wanted my side. My name was now glued to a scandal I didn't create. And then, a new email. No subject line. Just an attachment named wedding footage _raw.mp for double quotes against every instinct screaming don't. I opened it. It started the same as the viral clip, Emily yelling, the groom storming off. But halfway through, the camera swung, shaky, catching a reflection in a wall mirror. Someone filming. Wearing a light blue shirt, my shirt. The exact one from my beach photo. My breath caught. For a second I thought, no way. Deep fake. Coincidence. Then I noticed something else. The reflection wasn't from the reception. It was from inside a hotel room. Mine. The camera wasn't recording the wedding. It was recording a screen. Someone had mirrored the footage onto my TV and filmed it like they wanted to make it look like I'd been the one leaking it. A setup. I slammed my laptop shut, grabbed my bag, and checked out within 10 minutes. But when I reached the lobby, the concierge looked up and said, "Sir, there's a package here for you. Small box. No return label." I opened it. Just one thing inside. A flash drive. And a Polaroid. The photo showed me asleep on the beach yesterday, sunburned, relaxed, exactly how I'd been. On the back, scrawled in blue ink, "Smile for the camera. You wanted to watch, now everyone's watching you." I stood there frozen, the noise of the hotel fading into static. And for the first time since the whole mess started, I realized this wasn't family drama anymore. Someone had turned revenge into entertainment. Someone who knew where I was. Someone who wanted a new story mine. So yeah, maybe Emily's wedding blew up. But somehow, I'd just become the sequel.